Hello everyone, my name is Aiden Aguilar. Us students, we all have things in common. Some may be good, others may be bad habits that we need to get rid of. Personally, I'm a high school student, and I'm sure high school went well for many of you. In this speech, I'll be going over a problem that students suffer every single day. I'll be going over the problem of the lack of communication. For me, I'm taking some classes that I find difficult, which gives me the lack of communication. Whether you have dealt with it or you're still dealing with it, we all know that it's not an easy journey to overcome. My purpose of this speech is to make students more aware of the problem and to give them possible solutions to help overcome it. In this speech, I'll be discussing the problem and giving solutions about them. First, I'll be discussing the lack of communication and how it is a problem for students. As students, we all have a purpose in being here, whether it's to have a better future or to earn college credits. We all have our purpose in being here. No matter why you're here, you're going to stumble upon a problem of lack of communication if you haven't stumbled upon it already. This problem can happen to anyone at any moment, and you may not even realize it. It really depends on how aware you are of yourself mentally. This problem may start because you may be far from home or don't have anyone to speak to when you do get home. Some people may have others to speak to when they do get home, but they just don't speak to them. And once again, the duration of the problem really depends on how aware the student is of themselves mentally. An author from the Ithacan, Trinity Gray, explains a little bit about what happens to students when they don't communicate with others and how it might affect the campus community. She quotes, when an institution decides to communicate important information to its students, students may become disconnected from the campus community because of these communication challenges. This benefits neither party. The author is mainly focusing on the fact that when students don't communicate with others, it will have a negative impact of the college community. There are unlimited reasons to why students have a lack of communication, but as students face challenges outside the classroom every day, and it's time to find a solution for this problem of having a lack of communication. Now, I'll be going over the problem and how it can affect a student's life. As we all know now, this is a problem that students suffer every day. Just scroll here. It affects the students because not only limited opportunities for your future, you're also slowly losing your communication skills. It can also lead to depression from keeping to yourself for a long period of time, which will extremely negatively impact your college experience. This problem can have a significant impact on your mental health. It's so significant to the mental health because holding on to your words to yourself for so long can cause depression. It takes up a lot of your time, especially if you're depressed. It takes up a lot of your time that you'll be wasting your time all day. With this, the problem has no positive outcome whatsoever because there are only negative outcomes in the problem. Generally, the worst problem about having a lack of communication is at the end of the day, you don't have anyone to speak to. All day you're doing assignments, taking tests, and then have no one to speak to once you get home. Finally, I'll be suggesting some solutions to help or maybe even completely remove or prevent this problem for some people. To remind everyone again, in this speech, I'll be providing some solutions to help maybe solve the problem. A solution for lack of communication is to invest in a therapist if you don't have one already. However, if you do not have someone to talk to, like a therapist or anyone at home, you may try to speak with someone new, like a stranger. You don't know how many connections you can make with strangers by just one simple conversation, that you can find something in common with them, or they find something in common with you, and they reach out to you by themselves without you asking them, without you reaching out to them, without them asking you. And that's what creates bonds and more communications with other people. And that's a solution to solving the problem of lack of communication. So again, my name is Aiden Aguilar. Thank you for your time and listening to my speech. And I just want to get this out of the way. I'm wearing my suit because it is the last video of speech. So again, my name is Aiden Aguilar, and this was my final speech assignment. Thank you.